So, Walker, the first question that I have is, what is the credit score range presented by large credit reporting agencies?
Oh, boy.
Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this.
Is it A, 200 to 700, B, 100 to 1,000, or C, 300 to 850?
C, yeah, 300 to 850.
He's balling on and off the court. He's balling on and off the court. Now, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. This is quick hit, so we're going to make this quick as possible. So, next question is, which of the following does not impact your credit score?
All right.
Okay. A, applying for a loan. B, checking your credit score. Or C, missing a payment.
Well, I've seen the commercials, so I'm going to go with B, checking your score.
This guy's an all-star. This guy's an all-star. All right, he's 2 for 2. Nice job. All right, here it goes. This is the next one. All right, so true or false? The most important factor in your credit score is payment history.
I would say it's probably true, right?
You asked me right. Are you going with true?
Yeah, I'm going with true.
You're right again.
Yeah.
All right. The aim is to pay all bills on or before their due date and pay down your debts consistently over time. A late or missed payment on your loans or credit card bills can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years.
That's tough.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. You probably
Super
even
tough.
haven't had credit for 7 years yet.
Nah, yeah, man, no. Not even close.
Not even close.
So let me ask you this. It's going to get a little tougher. Name the 3 credit bureaus you can request a free copy of your credit report from.
Oh, this is a free response question, huh? I was never good at these, man. I don't know. You got to help me with that one.
Experian, TransUnion.
Oh, okay.
Equifax.
All right. Yeah, those are right.
You can also request your credit score for free by using Chase Credit Journey. Shout out to Chase.
Shout out Chase.
Very important.
So you went 4 for 5. That's not a bad
80%, man.
That's
Pretty
not a bad
dang
percentage.
good.
80%
Yeah.
is pretty good. You shoot that from the free throw line.
No,
Correct.
don't shoot that from the free throw line. That is not what I do.
There you have it. Scoring credit brought to you by Chase Freedom.
Yeah, we shot 100% there.
Yes.
In what ways do you incorporate your credit card into your everyday spending?
So I use credit cards sometimes for reoccurring bills that I know I have to pay. So like, for instance, my cell phone bill. Like, I'll set my credit card up to just pay that, right? Because that's another way where I know it's not a lot of money, like $110, and I know I have to pay it every single month. So as opposed to just paying it with money coming out of my bank account, then I could just set up my credit, and then I pay off the credit, and that's a way to kind of, have those small, easy to pay bills that you can pay off, and it kind of keeps you in the rotation as opposed to not using it at all, which isn't really beneficial. So there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to athletes. We've seen, 30 for 30 and a lot of documentaries where people have blown a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So were there any barriers mentally that you had when you came into the league as far as, spending money frivolously, or were you scared that you were going to, waste a lot of money? Is there financial peer pressure in the league? Like, what have you gone through?
The way I was raised, my family, my parents did a good job of, voicing the importance of saving your money and not spending it on, all in one place. So for me, it was never really an issue to, I don't really spend it on anything. Like, I struggle with, I wouldn't say I'm cheap, but
It's okay.
I like to save my money. But if it's like a good steak, I'll splurge a little bit sometimes. But, so I've always been taught to save and be responsible.
So how was the transition from being a child, pretty much, right? Being
Mm-hmm.
supported by your parents, to becoming independent multimillionaire overnight?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, obviously. But the biggest thing for me was my inner circle and my family. I have a very good counsel. I am independent, but I'm not by myself, if that makes sense. I've got great advice. I've got great people around me. So, really just pouring into them and trying to learn as much as I can from them.
My biggest takeaway from you is always live below your means. That's something that is extremely underrated. Financial discipline, I think, is the first step to financial freedom. So of course, it's easier to do that when you're making millions of dollars, but sometimes it's not because you have a lot of financial peer pressure as well, right? So no matter how much money you're making, it's always important to live below your means. It's important to have a wise counsel of people that you trust. And it's important to always seek and gain new information. Those are 3 keys that I took away from this conversation. What did you learn?
Well, I heard spontaneous spending. When you were talking about it, I'm like, that's exactly what we see from athletes, right? I like it, I see it, I want it, I didn't have it growing up. I don't think that's been your route. And so the fact that you have the financial discipline is important. But I will say this to encourage you, right? And this is a great piece of advice that we got. If you can't buy it twice, you probably can't afford it, right? So if you can't pay for it twice, you probably can't afford it. And that could be anything from your cars to your watches. Some people have multiple homes. The true test is, can I buy it twice? And so that again goes to the financial discipline, which I think, and it feels like from the conversation we've had, that you have a pretty good grasp on that.
Walker, it's been a pleasure, my brother.
It's been a pleasure.